Hi, thank you for allowing us to send you this video. I'm going to be showing you a few tips on how by improving your website, you can get more exposure out around your competition and of course get more customers. So first things first, have your website pulled out here. And one of the things that I have to strongly suggest is to add more content, relevant content, especially on the homepage, because this is where you are going to have all the information as much as possible so Google can start picking specific keywords that you want to target. So right here I have the home page and it's pretty much just a contact form, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't tell me what you guys do pretty much, so that's one of the things. I can see you have some sub pages under the home, which is a little bit unorthodox. But let's take a look here in service area and see what you got. There's an error here. Got some plugin that's connected to your Google My Business profile. Doesn't tell me that much. Let's go take a look in the smart thermostats and see. Okay, so here you seem to have a little more content, but if you're not targeting keywords that you want to be found for example, HVAC, I don't know, one of the closest cities that have a lot of volume for your services might be Bensalem. For example, HVAC Bensalem, you want to target here. Or depending on what locations you want to cover, you can have specific pages, sub-pages with those locations. But moving forward, if I look at the back end of your website, just close this, it's an update. Okay. You're being found for over 500 keywords. It's bringing you around 169 visits a month, and you have around 293 backlinks. What are backlinks? Backlinks are other sites that are mentioned in your website. It will give you power so you can be found on Google. This will increase your domain rating and your URL rating. Now, keep in mind that not all links are created equal. So you can have hundreds and hundreds of backlinks, but if they're not powerful, if they're not relevant, and most important, if they're not targeting the keywords that you need to be found for, all this can be completely useless. And even if you have low quality links, it can definitely play against you in this matter as well. So let's take a look and see the keywords that you're being found for. And let's see, residential chiller boiler system. This is like a broad keyword. HVAC carbon monoxide detector. Again, that's kind of a broad keyword that it can be. This can target the whole United States, so it does. It's not. I'm not seeing anything specific. Aerodynamics New Jersey, something that you want to target. It can be, but it doesn't tell me. For example, the services that you provide. Just keep going. See on page number 2. HVAC boiler. Not really, but there's just for your reference. There's 70 searches a month. You're on the 3rd page, so you're not getting any traffic to your website. Let's keep going down. I don't see anything relevant here that can actually increase some some traffic to your website that you want to target. And I'll show you that in a second if I do a Google search. So if I do HVAC Rental MPA, which is kind of a decent keyword to target, the first thing you're going to see is this is sponsored by Google. You pay to be here. Then you got the traditional Google ads. Then you got the map section, and regardless of your location, you can target for Bensalem, for New Jersey. That would be the case. Depending on what areas you want to target, you want to definitely be here. Moving on, we got the organic results. We got Yelp, which is a big directory. We got these guys, which is a big company, and they are spending a lot of time and money on marketing, so you can see them popping up on specific cities that have a high volume search for the same service that you provide. Then we got this wfsmith.com on 1, 2, and 3rd. The HVAC.com, 4th. But for your reference, 67% of the people that do a Google search, they only go for the top 3 here and the top 3 here. That means that they don't scroll all the way down, they're going to go to the 2nd or 3rd page. So you can be missing a lot of opportunities here. And this is just a simple, or just an example of a keyword that you might want to target. So for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to see why these guys are ranking number 3. You will pull out their website. You can see that they have a little more information, not as much as what we're told, but it's doing just enough for them to be found on that first page. And you can see that they have all these areas. That means that they have sub pages for each one of these areas. So something that you want to again consider as well if you're covering multiple locations. You can see that they have this broken down residential, commercial. That means they have more pages on top of these location pages. So that's why they're appearing that first page. Let's take a look here on the back end of their website. Give it a second. Okay, so they're being found for over 2,000 keywords. That's bringing them around 693 visits a month to their website, and they have around 859 backlinks. And like I said, for the amount of backlinks, these numbers are not that high, but still, it seems that they're doing just enough for them to be found on that first page. If we look at the organic keywords they're being found for, nothing. For example, this one, heater repair, Philadelphia. There's 350 searches a month, and because they're ranking number 5, they're getting 27 visits from these 300 searches straight to their website. And you can see that they're targeting to a specific sub-page. So they're getting some attention on that with that keyword. Let's keep scrolling down. HVAC inside, which is the one that we just saw. And you can see 30 searches a month. They're ranking number 2. I think we're number 2. It's not updated, but they're getting 5 visits just for this keyword they're targeting. So something to consider, because if we compare the same keyword that you have, there's nothing here really relevant that can actually get customers in the area, take the attention of them. So keep that in mind. I don't want to take too much of the time, so if you think we can help you out, we can definitely help you out. But most important, if you have any questions about all this, on how to improve, what do you need, feel free to reach out. All the information will be attached to the email, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.